Hi everyone, and welcome to Story Station with Words Alive. Guess what? Today's very special. Do you know why? Because we're celebrating our 100th episode of Story Station here at Words Alive. Can you believe it? We've been reading stories together for 100 days. And you know what else? It's still our favorite thing to do because we know that when we read together and when we talk about the things we read and when we listen to what each other thinks about the things we read, we're better connected. We are more deeply connected. And it helps us become deeper thinkers. And that is a wonderful skill to have. Every day on Story Station with Words Alive, we do two important things before we read our story. We get our body ready and we sing a song about the parts of the book so we can remember what those important people do, like the author and the illustrator, who create these wonderful stories we read together. Let's get our bodies ready first. Can you do it with me? I'm so glad. Okay. Can you make a letter C with your hands? Excellent job. Now bring them to your ears and turn up the volume, whoop, so that you can hear all the words to the story. Now we'll put on our investigator eyes. So make the letter O out in front of you and screw them in real tight. Woo! Because we don't want to miss any of the beautiful illustrations. And now we'll turn on our responder voice. Reach out and make a pinch. Bring it to your throat and whoop! Excellent! Now we can hear one another because what you say and what you think about the things we read is important to me. And don't forget, you can also write comments while we're reading our story together. Now that our bodies are ready, let's sing the song about the parts of the book that help us remember what everyone does. If you have a book at home, go get it and you can follow along as we sing. Or you can follow the movements on the story that I have here. We're going to sing about where the title's located, who writes the words, who draws the pictures, what holds the book together, and then we'll get started. The title's on the front, the title's on the front. Hi ho biblio, the title's on the front. Now let's open it up. What do we call that person again that writes all those words? Yes, the author. Thank you. The author writes the words, the author writes the words. Hi ho biblio, the author writes the words. And what about all these beautiful pictures? Who makes those? You're right, the illustrator. The illustrator draws, the illustrator draws. Hi ho biblio, the illustrator draws. And something else holds the book together. It's the skinny part here on the side. You have one too. Reach your hand up. Reach back and touch that bony part. What do we call that part of your body? In your back. Yes, your spine. Just like the spine in your body, the spine of a book holds the book together and binds the pages. The spine binds the book. The spine binds the book. Hi ho biblio, the spine binds the book. And now it's time to read. Oh, now it's time to read. Hi ho biblio, oh, now it's time to read. Excellent. Today's story is special because it's the 100th story we've read together. It's also special because it's a wonderful reminder to slow down and be still and take the world in for all the details around us. It's been a little weird lately while everyone's at home learning together and we can't go everywhere we're used to going and we can't see everyone we're used to seeing, and sometimes that might make you feel a little tense inside or maybe even a little sad sometimes. But reading stories together can connect us, and this story in particular will help us slow and calm down. Today's story is called Quiet by Tomie dePaola. Oh, take a good look at the cover of that story and tell me what you notice. There's two children And it looks like they're in a really beautiful place. Ooh, and I see a little dragonfly flying up here by the title. That looks like a peaceful place to be. Hey, sometimes stories have an interesting little inscription on the front flap. It says, "To be quiet and still is a special thing." I wonder how it's special. We'll talk about that. Quiet by Tomie dePaola. Oh my, says Grandfather. Everything is in such a hurry. There is a lot of action in this picture. I see flowers swaying in the breeze. I see foxes cuddling and bugs doing their buggy thing. What else do you see? A family, and some bees buzzing. Everything is in such a hurry. The birds are flying fast. Flap, 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 flap. Something must have startled them. Ooh, there they go. And our dog is rushing after the ball, said the girl. I see a frog jumping high into the pond, said the boy. There he goes, splash. Let's pretend we have a ball in our hand and we're throwing it to our dog. Ready? Now pretend you're the dog catching the ball. That's fun. Oh, and a dragonfly zooming over the water. Oh, that looks like fun. Let's pretend we're a dragonfly. Can you put on your wings? Now buzz over the water. They often are looking for smaller insects to eat. Even the trees are waving their leaves. Still a lot of action. Let's pretend we're a tree. And you sway your leaves side to side in the breeze. So many things in motion. So many things moving. Busy as busy can be, says the grandfather. He has an idea. Let's not be so busy. Why don't we sit here? You next to me. Wow, what a peaceful little place to sit. The birds are just like us, taking a rest and singing their song in the tree branches. That's a lot of birds in one tree. Do you ever hear birds outside your house? Sometimes I do. Our dog is tired. I think he's dreaming. The frog is sitting and blinking. Let me see you blink. And the dragonfly has stopped beating his wings. Let us be quiet, like all our friends. Quiet and still. Do you see the way the grandfather and his grandchildren are sitting together on the bench, quiet and still? I can think when I'm quiet. I can see when I am still. To be quiet and still is a very special thing. It looks to me like they're enjoying the sunset. Did you notice how it's kind of orange and gold just on the horizon? And it's getting lower in the sky. I think they were enjoying the sunset. To be quiet and still is a special thing. The end. What a beautiful story. Something that I like to do after I read stories, or if I need to calm down, is to sit quietly with my eyes closed and my ears open and try to hear all the different sounds around me. I hear the hum of the air conditioner in my home. I hear the wind chimes outside my window. I hear the little fan noise on the computer right in front of me. Tell me, friends, what do you hear in your home? Let's take just a second to be quiet and still. And when we're done, write in the comments what sound you heard wherever you're listening from. Let's close our eyes, open our ears, be quiet and still, and listen. I feel better already. Tell me what you heard in your home in the comments. I'd love to see. And thank you so much for joining us today to read our 100th story together, Quiet by Tomie dePaola. Today's story was read with permission from Simon and Schuster. Simon and Schuster, thank you so very much for all your help supporting families while we're learning from home. We couldn't do it without you. Friends, until next time, thank you for joining us and happy reading. You can find this story and all of the other stories we've shared on Words Alive Story Station at wordsalive.org Story Station, or on our YouTube channel at Words Alive SD. See you next time, my reading friends. Bye-bye.